Welcome back, students. This video is for chapter number 3, Animal Fibers, page number 21, class 7. It is the third part of this chapter, third video of this chapter. Initially, we have done about wool, then sericulture, that is silk, and today we are going to start with MCQs. In earlier two parts we have completed the chapter. Now we are going to start with exercise, that is on page number 28. Page number 28. Okay, so I'll just read the question and only the answer. Just mark it down. Okay, page number 28. Which of this is not a fiber? Which of this is not a fiber? Answer is D, leather. Which of this is not an animal fiber? Answer C, jute. Okay, first answer is D, second answer is C. Third, which of this is a synthetic fiber? Answer is C, rayon. Answer is C, rayon. The washing of the fleece to remove dust and dirt is called as scoring. That is, answer is B, scoring. Next, rearing of silkworms on a large scale for the production of silk is known as sericulture. Answer is A, sericulture. Next, the female silk moth lays eggs which hatch into larvae. That is, answer is B. Next, which of the following are not steps in sericulture? Answer is A, 1 and 2. Answer is A, 1 and 2. Next, workers in the silk industry usually suffer from asthma due to exposure to foul smelling vapors. Due to exposure to foul smelling vapors. Next is fill in the blanks. Next is fill in the blanks, that is B. B is fill in the blanks. So first is nylon and rayon are dash fibers. Nylon and rayon are dash fibers. So answer is synthetic. Answer is synthetic. Wait a minute, I'll write it down here. You just copy it down. Okay, this is first, you can see this is not yours. Okay, so this is not the answer. From here it is. So first is synthetic. Synthetic fiber, synthetic, synthetic. Second, the process of straightening of wool is called as carding. It is carding, carding. Third, the fleece is separated based on the quality of the fibers by the process of grading, grading. Fourth, we get cashmere from the Kashmir goat. It is KASHMIR. Fifth one, the process by which a silkworm sheds its skin is called molting. MOULTING. Molting. Sixth one, silkworm feed on mulberry leaves. Mulberry leaves. Okay. Seventh one, the filaments are obtained from the cocoons by a process known as reeling. By a process known as reeling, or it is flashure. Okay, it is reeling. So synthetic, carding, grading, Kashmir, molting, mulberry and reeling are the answers. Now next is true or false. For true or false, I'll write it here. First is wool traps more heat than cotton. True, right? Wool traps more heat than cotton. True. First is true. Second, it is better to wear light colored clothes on a hot day than dark colored clothes. It is also true. So second is also true. Third, fur is a natural fiber. Fur is a natural fiber. Third is false. It is false. Next, wool is obtained. Next is fourth one, wool is obtained only from sheep. It is false. Sorry, it is false. Third is false. Fourth is false. Fourth is false. Fifth one, wool from sheep can only be removed after killing the animal. False. Fifth is false. Sixth, mohair is obtained from the alpaca. False. It is false. Sixth is false. Seventh, the pupa in the cocoon is killed before reeling the silk. It is true. Yeah, it is true. So 7 is true. 8. Silk workers often suffer from asthma. It is true. First true, second true, third false, fourth false, fifth false, sixth false, seventh true, and eighth is true. So these are our objective questions. Now let us go to short answers. Okay, so short answers, that is answer in brief. It is D. So we will mark it as D1. Next is at D2, next D3, D4, and so on, as it is a question number D. Okay, so answer in brief. First question, how does wool help in keeping our body warm? Page number 21. Page number 21. How does wool help? Right. So it starts from here. The last line of that page, the air spaces between the wool fiber. So you have to mark from the air spaces. Okay, so mark from the air spaces between the wool fibers. After that, create an insulating barrier which prevents body heat from escaping. So you have to mark till escaping, that is D1. Starting from the air spaces till from escaping is D1. Next question, what is selective breeding? Page number 22. Page number 22. This second row, second para. Start marking from selective breeding. So start marking from selective breeding is a method that has been practiced for many hundred of years to get plants or animals with desired characteristics. So from selective breeding till characteristics is your D2. Clear? Page number 22. It is D2. Third question, name two kinds of sheep found in Rajasthan. So you have to just write two names. Okay, two names of the ships which are found in Rajasthan. So it is also on page number 22. Here in the table you can see that name of breed column, right? Name of breed. Now you can see second and third, that is Lohi and Marwari. They are the ships which are found in Rajasthan. So you have to just write this two names, Lohi and Marwari. Yeah, okay, you have to just write Lohi and Marwari. These two names you have to write, that is your D3. Okay, these two names D3. Next question, D4. How is wool removed from the ship? Page number 23. Fourth answer is on page number 23. On page number 23 you can see that here it is. Okay, you have to mark from when, start marking from when the sheep has grown a thick coat of hair, the hair is removed. After that, mark it from the third line. Okay, don't means you have to first mark from when till removed. Then second point will be, this can be done by hand using large razors or clippers or using a machine. This process should be carried out without hurting the sheep. Means first you have to mark from when till removed, then this till sheep. Okay, you don't have to mark the removal of the fleece and is called shearing, all those things. Okay, so you have to mark first point as when till removed and second point from this till sheep. This is your D4. This is your D4. Next is for D5. What characteristics are used to decide the quality of wool? Page number 22. D5 is on page number 22. On page number 22, second column, first line, you can see that the thickness, length, sheen, strength and color of the hair determines the quality of wool. So you have to mark from the thickness till wool. It is D5. Thickness till wool is D5. Next is D6. At what stage is wool dyed? Page number 24. Page number 24. It is D6. Okay, so page number 24 you can see a dyeing para, last line, second last line. Since wool can be dyed easily, this process can be done at any stage. Okay, since wool can be dyed easily, this process can be done at any stage. So this two line is your answer, that is D6. Next is D7. Name 4 animals other than sheep that we get from wool. Okay, so question number 7 answer is on page number 24. Page number 24. Again same page. So you have to mark it from here. Wool from other animals para. We get wool. Mark from V. We get wool from many animals like sheep, goats, camels and rabbits. Okay, sheep, goat, camels and rabbits. So this is your D7. Clear? Next is D8. D8 is, question is, the name the 4 stages of silk moth life cycle. Page number 24. Again page number 25. Okay, on page number 25 you have to just name this. Okay, you don't have to draw this diagram, you just have to write first egg, right, that is eggs, larvae, pupa and adult. So you have to just write this names. Okay, you have to just write this name, you don't have to draw this diagram, just write this name eggs. First write eggs, then comma larvae, then comma pupa, comma adult. But that's it, you have to just write this names, no diagram. Okay, you have to just write this name. That is your D8. Next is ninth one. How many times does this silkworm larva undergo molting? Page number 26. It is on page number 26. Open page number 26. On page number 26, second row, second point. Okay, this is your second column, not row, second column, and this is your second point. Okay, in that second point, your 1 2 3 fourth line. Fourth line is each mark from each silkworm sheds its skin 4 times in a process called molting. So mark from each till molting is your D9. Is your D9. Next is for D10, name 2 diseases that are seen in workers in the sericulture industry. Page number 27. Page number 27. So D10 is, you have to mark from respiratory till bronchitis. Okay, so respiratory diseases such as asthma and bronchitis, you have to mark this. This is your D10. Clear? Now we will go for E1, that is answer in detail. Now we will mark it as E1, E2, E3 and E4. So first is E1. Why is wool a good fiber for making winter clothes? Page number 21. Open page number 21. On page number 21 you can see here, yeah, you have to mark from here wool, in wool paragraph, second para. Okay, wool is a good fabric for making clothes for the following reasons. So you have to start marking from wool, then you have to write this everything. Okay, including this, the air spaces and everything. Means your answer will be wool is a good fabric for making clothes for the following reasons. Wool is soft and provides warmth. The air spaces between the wool fiber. Then next page, that is page number 22. Create an insulating barrier which prevents body heat from escaping. Wool is hence suitable for use during winters. So till winters, that is your E1. So starting from here, okay, wool till winters is E1. Clear? Now E2. For E2 page number, write a short note on the process of obtaining woolen clothes from sheared wool. So that is page number 23. Page number 23 is your E2. Now see here, we have already marked D4 here, right? We have already marked D4 here. So to avoid that confusion, what you do, see here, I have marked E2 with a curly bracket. So curly bracket is like this. Okay, so you just have to mark in this way. Okay, so start marking E2 in this curly bracket form, so you won't have any confusion. Means your E2 will be in curly brackets and your D4 is, means because this answer is in the same para, so it will create confusion. Okay, so start marking E2. E2 starts from here. The removal of the fleece or hair from the sheep's body is called shearing. So this is your E2 first point. Okay, E2 first point. Means first you have to write the heading shearing. First you have to write the heading as shearing. In that shearing you have to write that the removal of the fleece or hair from the sheep's body is called shearing. Okay, so curly bracket close. Now next, on next line what you will write? Scoring. Okay, this is your point number 1, this is your point number 2. Scoring, you have to write scoring, and in that scoring again, the process of washing the sheared fleece with soap water to remove dust, dirt and grease is known as scoring. This is your second point. Third point, write grading. Write grading. In that, mark with separating the fleece based on the quality of fibers is called grading. Next, this is your third, this was your third point. Now fourth point will be Carding. In carding mark, the washed and graded wool is straightened and passed through a machine. The machine lays the fiber parallel to each other so that they can be easily spun into yarn. Residual dirt and other matter sticking to the fibers are also removed at this stage. Bracket close. Fifth point is spinning. The clean fibers are spun into a long thread yarn called yarn. This can be done by hand or by using machine. This is your E2. Clear? Next, after fifth point, go for sixth point. Sixth point is here, dyeing. Sixth point is dyeing. In that dyeing, write E2, means this. The process of adding color to fibers, yarns and fabric is called as dyeing. So this is your E2. Next, knitting. Write seventh point as knitting. Then one of the preferred methods to make woolen yarn into cloth is knitting. This is done by knotting loops of woolen yarn using knitting needles or by using a knitting machine. So up till here is your E2. Means what? From each para you have to write the definitions. That is point number 1, point 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. This is your E2. Next is E3. Draw a label diagram to show the life cycle of a silk moth. At which stage is silk fiber? So the third question is draw a label diagram to show the life cycle of a silk moth. At which stage is silk fiber obtained? Now what you have to do is you have to draw a diagram. I will show you which diagram you have to draw, but before that you have to write a 1 or 2 line this answer. Okay, so I have written here only. You can write it here, means initially, or you can write wherever you want. Okay, but the answer should be like this. The silk fiber is obtained from the cocoon at the pupa stage. Okay, so this will be your answer, and after that you have to draw the diagram, and the diagram is on page number 25. Okay, so of page number 25. Now in earlier answer you have to write only the names, but here in this answer you have to draw this whole diagram. So you have to draw the leaf, then the eggs, then arrow, then a worm, then a arrow, egg, then a arrow and a fly. So you have to draw this diagram, naming as life cycle of the silk moth. So you have to draw this diagram, that is on page number 25, and you have to write this 1 line answer, and this is your E3. Clear with this? Okay, now let's go for your last answer, that is E4. How is the health of workers in the silk industry affected by the processes used? Page number 27. Open page number 27. Okay, on page number 27 you can see health hazards of worker in the sericulture industry. You don't have to mark this, you have to start marking from workers. Okay, from workers till infections, means you have to write the whole. Okay, from workers till infections, that is your E4. Clear? Starting from workers employed till may lead to skin infections, you have to write the whole thing, that is E4. Okay, with this your chapter ends here. Okay.